Good evening, everybody. My name is Chris. I'm dialing in from freezing cold Johannesburg, South Africa. We had snow for the first time today since 1981. So yeah, we all tucked up, nice and warm. And my co-host this evening is Javi Solis from New Jersey, USA, but he's dialing in today from Aruba. And it's an absolute honor to be co-presenting with Javi tonight. Um, Very quickly about Javi. Javi's been in the industry for the last 15 years and has been part of LifeWave for, I think you've just hit 1 year. Am I correct, Javi?
July 3rd was 1 year. July 3rd.
July 3rd, 1 year. Wow. I've known Javi for the last probably six and a half months now. And let me tell you something, somebody that is on another level, somebody that's got a goal, a dream, a vision, and he's leading us into the stratosphere with LifeWave. So anybody that's new, that's here for the very first time tonight, I advise you to put your safety belt on, click it tight, because you are on for the ride of your life. Hold on tight. Here we go. Let me open up the slideshow. All right. Oh, I should do share screen first. That's a good idea.
Yeah. If I could say a quick disclaimer, Chris, those people who are new on today, we want you to have an open mind and an open heart to hear this message. Okay, the person who invited you today saw something in you, not only to have better health, people not only increase their health physically, spiritually, and emotionally. We help in those 4 pillars. So have an open mind and an open heart to hear this message, because the momentum that's happening is happening fast, and they saw something in you to be a piece of that puzzle, that piece of the puzzle that's missing, so they can continue with this momentum by sharing what LifeWave is and how excited they are about LifeWave in your community. So pay attention, listen to every word that you're about to hear. You're going to see why exactly each and every one of us are excited for this company right now.
Awesome. Thank you, Javi. Thank you for that. Okay, somebody invited you onto the call this evening because you heard the word patch, or you heard the word LifeWave. Something got your attention. All right, let's jump right in. We're going to be talking about a company called LifeWave. What is LifeWave? LifeWave is affordable stem cell reactivation technology in the form of a patch. Basically, it activates your copper peptide, which reactivates your own stem cells. It works on a concept called photobiomodulation. Wow, that sounds like a big word. Let's keep it simple. Phototherapy. I'm going to play a quick 2-minute clip that's going to explain to you exactly the science and how this actually works. Here goes.
Light, an ancient form of energy that goes back to the dawn of time. For us, it all begins with the sun, the source of light and life for our entire solar system. Even Einstein concluded that everything we're made of contains light. All life originates with the sun through photosynthesis. Plants and vegetation collect the light, and all living creatures emit light. Humans actually emit infrared light, which can be seen with night vision devices. We've known for centuries that light has many effects on the body. LifeWave's phototherapy patches use light to stimulate the body's natural healing systems, providing specific health benefits. Here's how the technology works. First, a patch is applied to specific points on the body. Where the patch covers the skin, infrared light emitted from the body is reflected back into the tissue. This stimulates the skin, which in turn stimulates specific regions of the brain. The brain then taps into the body's own natural flow of energy and the ability to heal itself. Let's take a look at why this is important on a cellular level. For example, a number of our patch products help counteract free radicals, oxygen molecules that damage cell proteins and contribute to visible signs of aging. When the body is stimulated through phototherapy to release its own antioxidants, these free radicals are neutralized naturally.
Okay, so Javi, tell us, where did this all start?
this all started back in 2004 in San Diego, California. Okay, that's where LifeWave was actually formed and created. We're in over 84 countries right now, and we are amongst the 50th fastest growing companies in the United States of America. Now, let me say something. The big change of this company went from a $28 million company back in 2020, 2021 to right now is over, and I'm going to correct this number, 400 million now in 2022 to 2023. Now, why is that? Now, let's go back to the 28 million. Okay, doing the 28 million to 280 million, that happened during the pandemic with Onyx Cole. She has started this journey in LifeWave, and through those 2 years in the pandemic, look at the growth. Now, our business partner, Steve and Gina Merritt, when they got involved, it grew from a 280, now over a $400 million company, guys. Now, what does that tell you? We have a reliable product, number one. We have a sustainability, number two, in this company. And we like to call it a startup company because no one knew about LifeWave, okay, before Onyx Cole, right? So the X39 was created with Chris is going to land that product because he is a product dropper right now. He's going to tell you about this X39 and why this movement happened and why the results and the effectiveness that this product is giving to people all around the world. Okay, so David Smith, I actually met this man, I think it was over a month ago. We went to Florida, we had dinner with him. He is the sole person who started this whole momentum. Okay, David Smith, he's the CEO and the inventor of the X39. There's over 130 patents on this alone. Now that is huge. The scientist and the inventor and the two-time recipient of the Advanced Technology Award of the International Hall of Fame. Not once, but twice. Now, what does that tell you? Now, this is not some entrepreneur that comes and takes a product and puts a lot of hype behind it and puts it out to the market. He is solely always in the lab trying to improve this, not only for the community, but for us brand partners. 130 patents. You're not going to find this anywhere. This product, you're not going to find it in any gas station. You're not going to find it in any Walmart. You're not going to find it in any Costco's. Okay, it's solely to us brand partners here in LifeWave. The patents, no competition at all. Now, why do I say no competition? I've been in this profession 15 years. I went through product, but there's nothing like the X39. I'm not just saying that. It's not a Me Too product. Like other companies, they have weight loss product, they had vitamins, collagen. And what does other companies say? Well, I have that too, and mine is better than yours. Here in LifeWave, the X39 patch, and Chris is going to tell you why we're so excited about this. No one has it. No one has the X39 and the 130 patents that is actually protecting it.
I know, Javi, that was one of the biggest things that got my attention was the patents, because everything I've done in my entire life always had to compete on price, compete on this, compete on that. You know how beautiful it is to be in a space where you've got something so unique in a league of its own with no competition. So what's it all about? You heard Javi talk about the word X39. X39 stem cell activation patches. Now, this is fact. The fewer stem cells you have, the faster you age and the slower you heal. In fact, by the age of 30, only half your stem cells are active. By the age of 60, you lose almost all stem cell activity. That's when the aches and pains, the gray, the wrinkles, the lines all start to kick in from the age of 30. So how does X39 work? It's the holy grail of anti-aging. It's made of organic nanocrystals formulated to activate your copper peptide, which reactivates your own stem cells. So nothing is coming into the body. It is non-invasive, non-transdermal, hyperallergenic, and is made of 3M medical grade adhesive. So we're talking about activating your stem cells. We're talking about rapid pain relief, reduced inflammation. Inflammation is one of the biggest reasons why people have got pain. In the past 7 years that I've been involved with LifeWave, the miracles that I've seen unfold in front of my eyes are absolutely mind-blowing. We're talking about putting a patch on a person and literally in a couple of hours, pain reducing, supporting wound healing, energy and vitality, mental clarity. Okay, mental clarity, this is my favorite. This is my absolute favorite. When George introduced me to LifeWave end of last year, I was burnt out, tired, run down. I had brain fog. I don't know if anybody in this call can relate to what brain fog feels like, where you can't think straight. So at the end of November, I got onto the patches. On the X39, put the patches on. On day 5, it felt like a veil had been lifted off my head. I had the most amazing mental clarity. And a lot of people that we've been patching over the last couple of months, it's one of the big things that people are picking up on is mental clarity. Enhances sports performance, faster recovery from exercise, and improved skin appearance. If you look at Javi, I mean, I thought Javi was in his like late 30s. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm surprised Javi hasn't got any grandkids. Javi, I think you're 51, if I'm not mistaken. Talk about
I am 51 indeed. I look like and I look like I'm 31. But this patch, like you said, Chris, the energy that it gives me, the energy and the vitality, like you say, mental clarity, that's what it did for me, you know. And I was an athlete. I used to do CrossFit, and I had stopped because my body was really jacked up. But once I put the patches on, and I began to learn about the stem cell patch of X39, rejuvenating your own stem cell, I understood why my body felt the way it felt. My body was not healing itself. So, Chris, this patch is rebooting our body, like you said. It's giving our body a jump start so we can start healing ourselves. How freaking cool is that, bro? You know, and that's what gets me excited.
Well, I tell you what, looking at the way you look right now and the way you're going, in 2 years' time, you and I, we're going to be hanging out in the kindergarten together.
Oh, forget about it.
Okay, so how does the X39 work? We talk about 12 hours on, 12 hours off. That's to repair and rejuvenate. So you put it on. If you see the diagram on the slide here, the X39, this is where the clinical trials and studies were done. You put the patch on the back of your neck or 2 fingers below the belly button, because that's where all the nerve endings are. So you put it on for 12 hours, take it off, throw it away, put a new one on. You can wear more than one patch at a time. I'll touch on that shortly. And very, very, very important, drink lots of water. The reason being is this assists the patches in communicating the different frequencies to the entire body. Right, now this is what happens in the first couple of days. Within 24 hours, the stem cell activation patch begins to reset 3,000 to 4,000 genes to a younger, healthier state. Now, people using the X39 patch will experience an almost immediate effect through the elevation of antioxidants, a decrease in inflammation, and an increase in energy and joy. So within 6 weeks, your brain becomes balanced. Now, physical changes start to occur. Decrease the symptoms of PTSD, anxiety, and depression. I can vouch on the anxiety as well. I was going through, when I was, when you're burnt out and run down, you start to hit a little bit of depression. Anxiety starts to kick in. Basically, where it says 6 weeks, it's about spot on. That's where my anxiety levels started to completely disappear. Mental clarity, no more foggy brain. Now, even if you don't feel the effects immediately, be rest assured the new stem cells may be regenerating an internal organ or tissue before repairing something that you feel. Now, I look at my girlfriend, Lucinda. She only started getting results at 7.5 weeks. I was what you call a one-patch wonder. I had results very quickly after 5 days, but Lucinda took 7.5 weeks. The reason for that is she had other issues in her body that the stem cells had to go and repair and rejuvenate. So I'm going to talk about the 90-day protocol shortly. So remember, each person's body is different. Don't forget, drink lots of water. Now, this is what's going to happen within 3 months. Active stem cell repair. Collagen is increased, wrinkles decrease, hair and nails grow stronger. I used to cut my nails every 2 weeks. I've got to cut my nails now every week. It also supports structural integrity of both skeletal and muscular systems. Now, your stem cells are now actively creating deep healing in your entire body and repairing damage caused by the aging process that now becomes continuous and accumulative. What does the word continuous and accumulative mean? means ongoing. You've got to keep using the patches. Some people ask me, Chris, what if I get to 6 months and I'm feeling on top of the world and I decide I want to stop using the patches? Well, you can go right ahead. You can stop using the patches should you wish. It works like a bell. As long as it's taken your body to get to that optimum level, you stop using the patches. It's not like tomorrow, all of a sudden your aches and pains are going to be back, but it's going to take a bit of time for your body to go back to before using the stem cell patches. Now, looking at the way I'm feeling, I'm 7 months in. There's no ways in hell I'm going to stop using the patches because I feel like I felt when I was in my mid-20s. Okay, this is what happens after 6 months. Within 6 months, reverse aging, your vascular age is reduced. In a recent study, 14 out of 15 people lowered their vascular age by an average of 8 years after only 6 months being on the X39. How long we live is determined by the health of our stem cells. As David Schmidt says, it's not anti-aging, it's age reversing. I touched just now on the concept of the 90-day protocol. Some people say, well, let me try 2 or 3 patches and see how it works. Guys, we've got to have realistic expectations here. Your body has been taking a battering for how many years, where you've eaten, your lifestyle, your sleeping habits, and you think you're going to put a patch on it 2-3 days, your body's going to be sorted out. Listen, we talk about a one-patch wonder. Some people get results in a couple of weeks, days, hours, minutes, or even seconds. But from a realistic point of view, to get your body to an optimum level, you've got to be on the patches for the minimum of 90 days. That's why David Schmidt calls it a 90-day protocol. Now, our bodies are all different. If there's any reason why you might not get the reaction that you're wanting, the first thing I ask a person is, how much water are you drinking? And 9 out of 10 times they go, ooh, not enough water. Dehydration. That is the most important thing. Make sure you are hydrated. You should be drinking 2 to 3 liters of water a day. But then the startx39.com website, take a picture of the screen, take a screenshot. One of the best websites I've seen that explains a product in the amount of depth that this website does. This is all about the product, all about X39. The 2-minute video clip that I showed you is on here. A more in-depth video clip with David Schmidt, about 18 minutes. He really does a deep dive into the science of the product and the technology. Remember, Javi spoke about the patents. All the patents on the website. Over 82 clinical trials and studies. Everything you could imagine is on this website. And the cool thing is, it's in all the different countries that we're in, the 84 countries that Javi spoke about. It's in all the different languages. All you do is click on translate, click on the country flag, and everything gets translated immediately. Right, then testimony time. So you've heard the saying, the proof is in the pudding. Nope. Here at LifeWave, we don't say that. We say the proof is in the patch. A picture speaks 1,000 words. I'm going to show you some pictures here that are going to blow your mind. But I love this picture over here where David Schmidt says, X39 is my greatest achievement. Having a product that works this quickly and provides this many benefits seems like a miracle or too good to be true, but it is simply applying the magic of stem cells into the human body. Right, this is what we call a topography map. This is a study done with 12 participants between the age of 50 and 80 years old, plugged into a P3 EEG brain mapping machine. Now, when you see a picture like this and you see red, what's the first thing that pops into your mind? Pain, inflammation. That's what it is. This is inflammation of the brain. Now we're talking about X39. Just X39 put at the back of the neck. Look at this picture 3 weeks later. Look at the way the red has gone away. 6 weeks later, look at that. No inflammation, no swelling whatsoever. Here's some more before and after photos. Here's a person's back. 30 minutes after X39, look at the way the red has disappeared. This person's hands, 30 minutes, only half an hour after putting the X39, you can actually, going back onto where you can put the patches, When I showed you the pictures earlier of where the clinical trials were done, that's where it's advised to put the patches, but you can actually put the patches directly where the pain is. So you see this person's hand, the arthritis, you can actually put the patch right on the top of the hand. And that's what happens after 30 minutes. Then the product, the X39 or the whole product range actually works on animals as well. This totally shoots the placebo effect totally out the window. Here's after 1 year. Look at this lady's face. Look at the way it's tightened up after 1 year. Now we don't have to spend money going under the knife and going to get plastic surgery. Here you're actually rejuvenating and de-aging from the inside out. This is after only 45 days. Look at the way the crow's lines have disappeared. That's on X39. This picture is amazing. This lady, 1 year after X39, the biggest thing that caught my attention with this picture is, yes, you can see the way her neck is tightened up. The biggest thing for me is look at the lady's eyes. Can you see how dark they are on the left? Look on the right-hand side. Look at the way her eyes have become bluer and clearer. She looks like she's got life in her face. This is after 9 weeks being on the X39, these spots that have disappeared. This is 5 months. Look at the way this lady's chin has got tighter. Then there's this disease called vitiligo. This is after 3 months of being on the X39. Bell's palsy. This is after 3 months. Check this guy's face. You can see he's been really badly damaged. Now, I remember I said to you can wear more than one patch at a time. Right, in an extreme case like this, you can see he's got a patch on the top of his eye, by his cheek, and on the other cheek. And this is 7 weeks after being on the X39. This is after only 21 days. And there again, you can actually put the patch, not on the wound, but like anywhere around it. This guy fell off a snowboard, and this is what how his face is improved after only 5 days. Psoriasis after 10 days. Look at this lady's leg, the way it's improved after only 10 days. Right, scar healing after only 12 days. This is a young child. The top of the finger was cut off, sewn back on, and look what the finger looks like after 21 days. All right, hair. Wow. The person that's going to be sharing an amazing testimony with us later on at the end of this presentation, very good friend of mine, was bald. You must see all the fluffies in his hair starting to grow. And this is what a person's head looks like after 6 weeks. Another picture, 6 weeks, hair growth. Check out these pictures. This is after 3 months of being on the X39. All right, then there are also some well-known athletes that are on patches. We've all heard of Michael Phelps. He's an Olympic gold medalist swimmer, won the Olympic gold medals in 2004. We got Serena Williams, tennis player, David Beckham, football player, Lorenzo Salvadori. He's a superbike champion. Now, he actually puts the X39 on his head. Imagine when you're doing 200 miles an hour on a racetrack, you've got to concentrate. Now, going back to Michael Phelps with the way David Schmidt, how he got to meet the Olympic gold medalist swimming team. I'm going to play a quick 2.5 minute clip and let David Schmidt explain exactly how we got to where we are today with LifeWave.
When I started LifeWave and was doing an evaluation of how to market this, I was thinking about radio and TV. I approached GNC, who wanted to market the product, looked at infomercials and talked to companies about doing that. We did some testing. And I had an experience where a fellow that was a business friend introduced me to somebody. We had a business lunch, and then he ran into somebody in a movie theater who was interested in investing in LifeWave. I met with that guy, and then he introduced me to a medical doctor who introduced me to another medical doctor who was friends with Coach Richard Quick at Stanford University. So in about a 3-week period of time, I went from sitting at a lunch in Beaufort to being out at Stanford University putting patches on Olympic swimmers with Richard Quick, a 6-time US Olympic coach. And when I really thought about that, I said, you know, this would never have happened with the product sitting on the shelf at GNC. Would never happen. This is all networking. I need to go back and reevaluate this. And so in July of 2004, I flew out to California. I was invited there by Coach Quick to see the Olympic trials. And when I landed, he said, well, we have an issue. The Olympic Committee thinks that there's drugs in these patches, and they want you to, explain what the technology is. So I met with this fellow, Dr. Scott Rodeo, explained what the patches were. They took them down to UCLA Microanalytical Lab, validated, there were only natural materials in the patches, and we were vindicated. But over 1,000 people contacted me wanting to buy the product and be a distributor for this new technology. And I was like, okay, the alarm bells went off. Clearly, what God is telling me, this is supposed to be a network marketing company. And 3 months later, on November 10th of 2004, we started sales. We did $500,000 in business our very first month, and 17 million in sales for 2005. So it was a very, very clear sign this was where our home was supposed to be.
Wow, that's cool. It's funny because Steve, Jean, and I often talk about you don't know who your friends know. Like, I was introduced to this patch from a girlfriend of mine named Kathy, and Kathy was introduced to this patch from a chimney sweep. But, the chimney sweep had no idea that Kathy was good friends with Onyx Cole. And so that's true for all of us. When you all are introducing the X39 to people, you don't know who your friends know. So
Javi, you met David a month ago, and I mean, you just said he's one of the most humble people you've ever met, eh?
He is one of the most humble, down to earth person I've ever met in this profession. Period. Okay, I've met different CEOs and owners of different companies, but talk about David Smith. Approachable, very humble. He sat with all the SPDs when we were in Florida at the senior director dinner and get together. Broke down to us how he's improving, the X39, which I can't talk about, which you'll find out in October, and which I'm really excited about, and everyone should be too. It'll be like X39 on steroids. So it's you talk about a man who took his time and worrying about us, how we can win, and you don't find that in much CEO. Smith is the real deal, and I put my whole heart and soul into this man's hands and what he's doing with this product. Hands down, period, Chris.
Wow, you let a cat out the bag there. Cannot wait. So we're talking about getting the word out there. And we talk about a well-known person like Tony Robbins. We've all heard of Tony Robbins. He's a public speaker, motivational trainer. He's been around for over 30 years. And he wrote this new book called Life Force. I've actually got a copy of it right here, over 600 pages. And in his book, Chapter 2 and Chapter 3, he talks about stem cell and peptide therapy. Now, he believes in it because he's had stem cell injections and it worked. Now, he was one of the lucky ones because stem cell injections, you've got a 50% chance that it will or won't work. Now, both stem cell and peptide therapy are expensive, hellishly expensive. Javi, how expensive are stem cell injections?
Well, let me tell you something. My son has autism. And anyone who knows autism is inflammation in the brain, is a brain-body disconnect. We used to get him injected with stem cells. We went twice, not once, but twice to Mexico to get him injected with 100 million stem cells. It cost between $8,000 to $10,000, okay, each time. And we went twice. But as a parent, you can do whatever it takes to give your child a better quality of life. Is it going to cure it? No. All we wanted was Alex to have a better quality of life. And we said yes. The worst thing we can do is nothing. And that's a famous quote that my wife made up herself and said it herself. When we got those patches, when Mike called us, him not knowing that we were overseas doing this, but I haven't spoke to Mike in years. And he came out of retirement to do this because of the product. He sent us the product. And we said yes. The worst thing we can do is nothing. We're taking this patch. My son could swing on a swing and he can ride a bike. He's swimming in the beach right now as we speak. Guys, let me tell you something. Before this patch, he couldn't do any of it. Understand the words in the patch that are coming out of my mouth. He couldn't do any of that with the brain-body disconnect that he is having. He is swimming in the beach right now by himself like a regular child, and you can't even notice that he has autism unless he stems. Why? Because we said yes. We said yes, and we told the world, and we figured it out later. So, go ahead, Chris.
Oh, thank you for that, Javi. And that's the X39. Here we go, the X39, and that's what we call the flagship of LifeWave. Now, there are supportive products because this is the new kid on the block that we basically launched just on 4 years ago. But as Javi mentioned, this is a 19-year-old startup company, so there are products that led up to X39. There's one specifically for sports. There's one for extreme pain. We got the sleepy patch, one for extra stress, one for stamina, for immune system, weight and hormones, and energy. Then we've also got one for mood, animals, and skin. So that is the full product range. All right, so you're probably thinking to yourself, okay, what do these products cost? You heard Javi talking about the price of traditional stem cell injections. Even Tony Robbins was talking about how expensive stem cell injections are. Stem cell patches are literally a fraction of the cost. The retail price of the X39 and X49 for a full sleeve, that's 30 patches in here, is $149. The other supportive products are $79, and that is one sleeve, which is a full month supply, plus your country tax and delivery. Now, why would you want to pay retail price when you can get the product at wholesale price? You can actually register and become a member of LifeWave. When you become a member of LifeWave, the product then drops right down to only $99 for a sleeve of X39 and X49, and the other supportive products are only $49 to $69. As I mentioned, that's one sleeve, 30 patches, 1 month supply, and don't forget your country tax and delivery. All right, so there are 5 different kits that you can choose to enroll and become part of LifeWave. The first kit, the entry-level kit, is the bronze kit, $125. That's bronze. That gives you one sleeve of X39. That includes a once-off $25 enrollment fee, but you save $25 right off the bat on the retail price immediately. And then your ongoing orders are only $49 to $99. Then we have the silver enrollment kit. That is $300. That gives you 3 sleeves of X39, or you can mix and match. What I mean by mix and match, 3 sleeves of X39 is what would take you to silver. If you decide that you want to, dip your toe and try one of the other products, you can actually take one of the X39s off and you can replace it with 2 of the other patches. That's what we mean by mix and match. Now, also, when you join at silver, it waivers the $25 enrollment fee, and then you're buying it wholesale price immediately. And as I mentioned, that's between $49 and $99. Then we've got the gold kit, which is $500. That gives you 5.5 sleeves of X39. So you're thinking, 5.5 sleeves? What are they? Take one of these and cut it in half and give you half sleeves? No, you get 5 sleeves of X39, and then you get 1 free sleeve of one of the supplementary or supportive products. And also that waivers the $25. You buy it wholesale immediately, and your ongoing orders only $49 to $99. Then we've got the platinum kit. That is $1,000, gives you 12 sleeves of X39. Also mix and match the order. Waivers the $25. Buy at wholesale price immediately, and also your ongoing orders only $49 to $99. And then lastly, we have the diamond kit. Enroll with the diamond kit for $1,600. That gives you 19 sleeves of X39. Also waivers the $25 enrollment fee. Buy at wholesale price immediately. Ongoing orders only $49 to $99. But when you join a diamond, guess what? The way they've worked the pricing out, the X39 drops right down to only $84 wholesale price for a sleeve of X39. So here's a summary of all the enrollment kits: bronze, silver, gold, platinum, and diamond. Now, the cool thing with LifeWave, this is something that's also very different and unique, is that you can upgrade your kit at any given time, but you only pay the difference. Now, I know in the industry, if you join at a certain level, that's the level you join. And if you want to join at a higher level, you've got to pay that full joining fee to go to that level. Where LifeWave is different, say you joined at silver, and a week later you go, oh, I wish I joined at gold because now I want to get a patch for one of my kids or my parents or a family member. Because you've already joined silver for $300 and gold is $500, you don't have to now rejoin at $500. Because you're silver, you only pay the difference, which is the $200, and then you get the difference in the sleeve. So you can upgrade as you go along, which is pretty awesome. Okay, Javi, wrap it up about where we're going. Where are we going with this?
Up and ahead. I'm telling you right now, 19-year-old company just says stability for me. Okay, went from and I'm going to just reiterate this: 20 million to 280 million in the last 2 years. Now over $400 million company, open in 84 countries. What does that tell you? We're just getting started. We're only in 2023, and we're only a year into this thing. And look what happened. I just found out the other day, we are averaging over $1 million a day here. I think it's more. Onyx made a post the other day. I think it's more. And why? Because people are caring more about their health spiritually, emotionally, physically, and financially. And we're solving that problem in every other way. Okay, the time is now. And I said yes, because imagine if I said no. Imagine if I said no, my son would not be swinging on a swing and riding a bike. It may not be nothing to you, but it's a lot to me as a parent. Okay? It resolved my problem of going to Mexico every year and spending $8,000+ to risk my son's life and giving him stem cell injections, which I'd rather pay $99 and got the results that we always wanted. Things that make you go, And I said yes. And I'm telling the world, and we're figuring it out later, bro.
Yep.
Now, this is an entrepreneur's dream come true. Like we just said, it's an established company, cutting edge technology, over 130 patents, and there's no competition. Are we in the right place? Yeah. Is it the right time? For sure. And is it the right product? Absolutely. Look at the testimonies that's happening here. Look at the pictures that Chris shared with you. Look what they did with my son. Listen, I would stay here for days telling you about the stories and the crying stories and the crying text messages that we get, what people are getting from this product. David Smith is the truth, and he created something that is phenomenal and stellar. And I just have no words to say, Chris, when it comes to this.
It leaves me speechless often as well. So what I do is I get to this point and I go, you know what? Here's a 6-minute clip that's going to wrap everything up so beautifully. All the pennies are going to drop. Okay, get the popcorn out for 6 minutes. Here we go.
It's not too often that an opportunity comes along that puts you in the right place at the right time with the right product. But that's exactly where you find yourself as you discover the power of LifeWave technology and the opportunity it represents for you. Our mission? To share products with the world that enhance the health, wellness, beauty, and longevity of every person we encounter. If that resonates with you, take a moment and imagine. Have you heard about the billions being spent in the race to cash in on the promise of stem cells? We're told the possibilities in the future for improving our health and wellness using stem cell science from Big Pharma are huge. But what if the future was now? What if you could be perfectly positioned to take advantage of the stem cell revolution today? Partnering with an established company with proven technology, using a business distribution system that puts you in the driver's seat now. Too good to be true? Absolutely not.
It's what the world wants. We don't want drugs. We don't want injections. We don't want surgery.
I've never seen anything like this in 21 years of being a doctor, anything coming close to doing what this technology does for people.
This is a pivotal moment in alternative medicine and in the future of technology and healing and helping people.
Stem cells are the future. As a wellness company, we needed to be part of the stem cell revolution. And with X39, that's exactly what's happened.
That's David Schmidt, LifeWave's founder, CEO, and inventor of X39, his latest breakthrough in what is wearable, virtually weightless technology.
I'm now 50 years old and I feel like 30 years.
In 2 days, X39, my knee pain was really gone.
It's a really fun thing to share with people because everybody is amazed by it.
What does X39 do? It harnesses light to elevate a copper peptide proven to activate stem cells.
We're bringing regenerative science to everyone, and we're doing it safely and inexpensively and with extraordinary benefits. So this is why we have such an advantage in the marketplace and what makes our opportunity for our business builders so enormous.
This is cutting-edge science with no competition that's safe, affordable, non-invasive, and drug-free. We have an X39 video that tells you all about the science, so be sure to watch it. But with over 80 clinical studies behind it and multiple worldwide patents protecting it, the science is settled.
It's a game changer. There is absolutely no competition.
You're not going to be able to find this in any other different company.
So where do you come in? Our distribution model is network marketing, an industry that approaches $200 billion a year in sales worldwide. People telling people about products and building teams of team builders that accelerate that word of mouth. It's big business, and LifeWave is growing fast within it.
It's very unusual that you would have cutting-edge science make its way into network marketing. But as it turns out, because our products produce immediate effects, immediate benefits, sharing the product face-to-face makes it the ideal way to share the technology.
The only thing you have to do is go out and share it with people. That's it.
You don't have to be a medical doctor like me. Everybody can do this.
You try the patch and you love it.
The reaction that people give us is like, wow.
With warehouses now in multiple countries, distribution in over 100, and the capability to manufacture millions of units per month already in place, LifeWave is ready for you. Just think about who you know and all the people they know that would like more energy without the buzz, to reduce or eliminate pain, to sleep better, all without drugs, to look and feel younger without risky procedures. The list of benefits using our products is long. The market's vast. Are you starting to get the idea here? You're on the threshold of something significant. I mean, think about it. This is an opportunity with global reach where there's help and support alongside you every step of the way, and it's all fueled by a science that has no competition. As a member, you have an incredible array of marketing support, training, and business services that allow you to focus on what's important, spreading the word about LifeWave and helping us expand.
The growth in the future is going to be fast because of X39.
Once you learn about the X39 and you see what it's doing for people, for me, I feel like it's an obligation to share it.
Today, more and more people are really looking for solutions for a better lifestyle.
Everybody wants to look younger, everybody needs more sleep, wants to have more energy, wants to get rid of pain.
And LifeWave is fun because you're making a difference in people's lives. It's not a little difference, it's a big difference.
LifeWave gave my children their mother back. When you're able to move someone's health as much as we can with LifeWave, see what change that make into people's life, that's amazing. It is. You can literally change someone's life. And I love that.
So there you have it. Look, whatever you want, however high your goals, however big your dreams, it's all possible with LifeWave. So be sure to get back to the person who suggested you watch this video and get started today. Try X39 or one of our other fantastic products so you can learn for yourself what all the excitement is about when it comes to LifeWave. Whatever you do, though, be sure to get started today because the clock is ticking. The time is now. You don't want to miss out. We're building LifeWave to $1 billion company. Let's do it together.
Life-changing opportunities cross a person's path 3, maybe 4 times in a lifetime. And I can tell you right now, hands down, this is an opportunity that will change your life. And look at what it's done to my life in such a short time frame. It's absolutely mind-blowing. Javi, look at the way it's changed your life in 1 year.
It has totally changed and revolutionized not only my life, but my family's life forever. And the reason why is because we said yes. Okay, Chris, we said yes, and we took all our dreams and all our aspirations seriously. And what happens is my sponsor, Mike Hernandez, he resolved my problem. And our job as brand partners is to resolve people's problems. And the more problems you resolve, the more problems you fix, help people fix, the bigger your organization is going to be. And guess what? What we're going to talk about now, which is excite people even more, the more money you're going to make. A lot of people have this thing called dream. I call it dream on the shelf. Okay. And they put their dreams on the shelf and it collects dust because they don't have anything, a vehicle or a resource to actually tap into to get what they want in life. And the one thing I wanted in life, Chris, was time. You'll never get your time back. And LifeWave and this profession itself gave me my time and everything that I wanted in life by helping people get their time and everything they wanted in their life. Okay. What other options? Yes, we have people have jobs. Some people love them, some people don't. Okay. And I respect that. But I'm asking you to be multidimensional. Okay. Do you want to be pain free? Do you want to be financially free? If you're looking, we're looking for people who want more in life and want to do something about it. Okay. Do you think that I woke up and I said one day, hey, I want to be a network marketer? No, I didn't. I wanted to be a baseball player. Okay. But that's what's in the cards for me. I played baseball for 2 years and that was it. My gift was speaking life into people. That was my gift. What is your gift? And how are you going to share this product and this opportunity with people through your gift? And that's what we're doing here on this team. Okay, team, the 333 group is just totally crushing it. Okay, in different countries on just this patch called X39, Chris.
I always ask, what would an extra $500 a month do in your household? What would an extra $1,000 a month do in your household? I don't care who you are. That's going to make a difference. It's going to pay that bit extra on the mortgage, or the school's fees, or that extra bit of going out and having a bit of fun, But think about where you are right now in your current job. What do you have to do to put an extra $1,000 a month into your household? What do you have to do? Work extra hours, work overtime, get a raise, get a promotion? Not that easy nowadays. Here we've got an option with LifeWave. There are 4 ways to earn commissions. Now, the first one is what we call product introductory bonus. As I mentioned in the previous couple of slides, there are the 5 levels: bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond. Now, what's so amazing with LifeWave is, irrelevant of the level that you are at, every time you sign up a person at bronze, you're going to get a product introductory bonus of $15. If you sign up a silver, you get $50. If you sign up a gold, you get $100. A platinum, you get $150. And if you sign up a diamond, you get $200. So can you also see now how you can very quickly get your product subsidized, your product paid for? You can actually very quickly get your product for free. Now, what's really awesome is the month that what should I say, the day that you make diamond, whether you're brand new on the call and you decide to join at diamond, or if you join at silver or gold and you work yourself up to diamond, the day that you become diamond, what then happens is a 90-day clock starts to tick down. You get an extra bonus every time you sign up a diamond. LifeWave don't give you $200, they give you $500. $500 in that 3-month period. Also for platinum, if you sign up a platinum, instead of $150, you're going to get $300. And that's in a 90-day period. Right, and the part that Javi gets excited about is the second way of making money. That is your binary commissions. Okay, Javi, tell us about the binary.
This part of the compensation plan pretty much excites me. Okay, we have a binary. Is the most lucrative way of making money in this profession, and we have the one way to grow your business, something called manager. Okay, and a manager, is 2 people on your left, 2 people on your right, and we get paid by cycles. And with your left team accruals, 330 points and your right team 660, or vice versa, you get paid $50. Okay. Now, how do you go that? How do you get these cycles on hyperdrive? By helping people go manager. Okay, we're gonna show that in a second. In the next page is 2 people on your left leg, 2 people on your right leg, enrolling them on a silver kit and above. Okay, and look at the potential earnings that are coming on here as a manager. And let's just stop at manager, folks. $1,500 a week as a solid manager every week. Qualifying as a manager, $1,500 a week. What would that do for your life? Let's go back a second. How about $500? Well, how would $500 a month starting do for your life? How would it change your life? Over here in the United States, $500 extra a month will save people from foreclosing on their homes. Okay, $500. We have become a manager-making machine. We help people go manager over and over and over again. Just imagine a split second. How would this be life-changing for me? Chris did an amazing job talking about a product. You're probably saying to yourself, wow, I could use this patch. This person could use this patch. That person could use this patch. I could use an extra $500 a month. That's just the business. We're sharing it here. We don't sell it. We don't sell this product. We share it. Okay. We patch it, we feel it, and we share it. And this is exactly what we do. And look at this page right here. To left, to right, manager and above. It's called manager. Product introductory bonus is okay. We had jobs you get paid one way. Here we get 4. 4 ways is better than 1. 3 ways is better than 1. 2 ways is better than 1. Okay, we fulfill everything in the financial aspect here in LifeWave, hands down, period.
And that just explains in a little bit more detail. You can take a screenshot of this page. As Javi said, we're just going to talk about manager. Then you've got director, senior director, executive. That's just on another level. We'll just stop at manager for now. And then you get generation matching bonus. As Javi has mentioned, you get your 2 teams, a left team and a right team. And anybody that you've personally introduced to LifeWave, any cycle bonuses that they get, you're going to get 25% on your first level, 20% on your second level, and 20% on your third level. And then the last way is obviously your retail profit. So that's the 4 ways of making an income with LifeWave. So that is this gives you what you call a LifeWave insomnia, absolute LifeWave insomnia. And then we belong to a team called a Quantum Field Team. And take a screenshot of this page. There are so many tools that we have available at our disposal at LifeWave. And I think that Javi has fallen off, but that is all good because
I'm back. I'm right here.
Oh, there we go. Hey, how's that? We're talking.
Yeah, I had a connection.
Good. You're back. Yay.
I was just saying. I just dropped off. What were you saying?
I was just talking about that. We've just gone through the 4 ways that you can earn money through LifeWave, and that's what gives you LifeWave insomnia. So, you can get back to the person who invited you onto the call and go into a lot more of the technical details. So we just covered a very quick overview. And I think it's quite funny that we've been talking about X39 the whole night, and there are 39 people on the call. If that's not synchronicity, then I don't know what. But
wow.
Javi, thank you so much. That was absolutely.
You're absolutely right, Chris. And I'm excited. I'm excited about this. And just real quick, if you look at and I want to care for people's time, we have, on this team, let's start with Beverly Pugh. She's a presidential director. George Kaduri is an executive director. Chris is on the cusp of hitting senior director. We have my wingman here, Linda Sanchez, personal to me, who's a senior presidential director. We're just making waves. And when I first started this team, I started with just Linda. And I said, you know what? We're going to create a team of integrity, of love, and a community. And everybody's going to be a leader. And everybody's going to have a voice. And everybody's going to learn. And they're going to teach. And they're going to create. And that's exactly what we're doing here. We had about 41 people on the Zoom call. We are doing this every single day. We are helping people physically, financially, spiritually, and emotionally. And we're going to help them. Imagine each and every one, you invite one more person tomorrow. We're doing this for the next 5 days, Chris and I. Momentum is creeping up here fast. Invite one more person tomorrow and watch how it change your life. You never know who you're going to talk to this business about. You never know who's going to be your next senior presidential director. We have to discover who they are. We call them blue M&Ms. Okay? How many blue M&Ms are in a packet of M&Ms? Like one, maybe two. And those are hard to find. And if you're flying with pigeons, that means you're flying too low. Go up and fly with eagles, baby, because this is what we're doing here on this team. We're flying with eagles and we're changing lives one person at a time. Okay? We're going to come back tomorrow, same time, same bad channel with the same excitement. Don't ask me to put down my excitement. It's not happening. Okay? Because this is how it's going to be all the time. It changed my kid's life. It changed my life, and it can change yours. Just say yes, tell the world, and figure it out later. Chris, close us out, baby, and we see everybody tomorrow.
Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you. Thank you. You were awesome as usual. Love you to bits. Thank you for everything you do for us. Here at LifeWave, what's so amazing, you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. You've got a support structure and a support team, and we help you. We hold your hand every step of the way. Closing off, a very good friend of mine. We've known each other for a couple of years. A friend of mine by the name of Wilson. And Wilson was the second person that said yes, end of last year. I went to go see Wilson and had the sleeve of patches, telling him about the patches. He thought, oh my goodness, what is Chris going on about? Went through some info. Wilson joined. He's the second person that joined this amazing team. And I asked him to come on this evening to share his amazing testimony with himself and what it's done for his mom. My brother, take it away.
Hey guys, yes, thank you for having me, Chris. Yes, the story was quite beautiful. This all started with my mom, and yes, I mean, when I met Chris for the first time in December, I was like, what's going on with you? I saw him like a couple months earlier, and he looked like he aged 10 years. And when I saw him again, he looked like he dropped a couple. And I was like, something's going on here. We got to see what's going on. And I told my mom about it. My mom, at that stage, a cushion in between her L4, L5 vertebra was disintegrating. She couldn't walk, she couldn't move, and a debilitating pain. And I went to go visit her right after I saw Chris. And yes, we stuck the stick on her, literally there where the pain was. And I left her. I got busy, and I think it was about just under half an hour. And she walked into the room where I was, and she was like, white in the face. She's like, what is this? My pain's gone. And I was like, what? Say again. And it was like a door was kicked open. And 3 months later, she was picking stuff up off the floor, which, I mean, the doctor couldn't explain it. The vertebra was still exactly the same. It wasn't like it regenerated the cushion, but the pain was gone. My mom then went into the operation to tie the two vertebrae together. It's like a normal operation that they do. And the doctor couldn't believe how quickly she healed. She was on the patches for 3 months up until the operation. And literally within, I think it was a 2-week period, she started walking. And normally people only start walking after a month. And it was literally a month, and her scars were like almost gone. And yeah, what it's done for my mom is just next level. What it's done for me, I mean, I shaved my head now, so you can't really see, but my hair's starting to grow, guys. And when I tell you my hair's starting to grow, like, it's starting to grow, like I've got this patch coming here in the front, it's closing up over here. My mental clarity is at a level where I was when I was 20. I sleep better. I wake up in the morning like a bat out of hell, which is not normal for me. I've been a DJ my whole life. I sleep late. I work late at night. Now in the morning, 6:30, I'm up and I'm ready to go. When I started the business, I literally gave my stickers away. So I was like, no, I need to start wearing these things. And it's now been 2.5 months. And, you know, once you start using this thing, you don't want to stop. And when you start sharing it with people and you see how you can move people's health as quickly in some cases as we do it, it becomes an obligation. It's not something, I mean, I was at a braai Friday night. Every Friday night, we light a fire, we make some food, and there was a younger guy there, very wealthy, signed a big contract. He's got a packaging company, and he's like, so what do you do? And I tell him my story about these stickers, and he's a young guy. He was like, you know, like, this doesn't sound like something for me, but my dad had a brain aneurysm. And it was like a little light bulb that went on, you know, like every person we know or that we come across, if we just share what's been happening, they know at least one or two people immediately, directly, that really needs this. And I mean, yes, you might have not seen me on every call, but I'm very aggressive. And every person that I speak to, I tell them my story, because I want to shift somebody's health. That's literally my only intention. If I can give an extra 10 or 15% improvement on somebody that's in a really critical situation, that could be absolutely life-changing. And we are seeing more than a 50% improvement in critical things. I mean, just in my small group, we have seen results for anything you can imagine. And one thing, you know, like, I'm not a doctor. I tell people, these stickers, they don't heal you. All the sticker does is it's like a firmware upgrade for the brain, and then the body starts healing itself. And it might happen in a week, it might happen in 3 months, but I've not seen one person in the last 7 months that hasn't had positive results. Not one. Some people, it happens within a day. I've had friends that it happened within 3 months. And I can literally take 45 minutes and tell you guys testimonies of what's been happening to people that's using this. The most profound one that's recently happened, and I think it's very important to share. These stickers, if you feel like nothing's happening, then know that something's happening. So the first person that I spoke to about is a good friend of mine, Karen. She immigrated to the UK, and she did a lot of research. She's super intelligent, and she had a lot of medical issues. Tick bite fever, they didn't diagnose it. Like for a year and a half later, she had brain damage. I mean, tick bite fever is a really nasty thing if you don't diagnose it. So she had to learn how to read, how to walk. She was literally brain damaged, like had a stroke almost. And nothing worked on the patches. I was like, are you feeling better? Are you having more mental clarity? How's your mood? She was like, oh, not that much. I'm like, up your water intake. You're not drinking enough water. And I left her. 4 months later, I phoned her just before she immigrates to the UK. And I'm like, so what's going on? It's now been 4 months. I left you. Are you still using the patches? He's like, yeah, man. I went to my optometrist. And he fell off his chair because he has tested my eyes before. And he's like, something's going on. Your left eye is stronger than your right eye. And she was almost blind in her left eye. And in 4 months, she didn't feel any effect on the patches, but it was regenerating her eye. And I actually had a follow-up call with her on the weekend. And she's like, oh, I'm not sure if it was the patches. I was like, just know something. There's not a blood cell or an oxygen or anything that can regenerate anything. It's only a stem cell that can do that. So I'm very grateful that I followed up on her, because she was like, is it the patches that did it or not? And that to me is super powerful. If you are trying this product and you're not feeling anything, stick with it. I have now been in here for 7 months. I haven't had one person in our whole network that's asked for a refund. And you can ask for a refund. If you use this product for 3 months and you feel like it's done nothing, they'll give you your money back. So the risk here is really, really low. And my personal heart is, you know, if I can help people physically, mentally, very important, those two things, and financially. I've been in the space for a while. I've never been in a business opportunity that ticks those 3 boxes in that order. Mentally, physically, financially. I mean, we are so early here. I mean, people don't know what stem cell treatments are. They don't know what it is. And I think any person that takes this seriously and starts seeing what this does, the future is bright, and we're very, very early regarding this technology. People are still going to open up to it. I mean, I think in our total network, there's only 1,000 people. And I mean, that's just the beginning. I can see that being 10,000 people within a year. So yeah, just very exciting. Thanks for having me here, Chris. And yeah, anybody that's hesitant about this, the sticker works. There's no two ways about it. It's just going to depend on if you're consistent and just plug in, guys. Like we've got an amazing team. We've got amazing leadership. And we cannot fail with the team of people that we've got behind us. I mean, I've never in my life seen leadership like I've seen within this organization. If I see Javi's dedication, if I see George's dedication, just everybody that's involved here, we all becoming family. The intention is to help and to elevate people. And that's exactly what this does. I mean, it doesn't just help for sight, it helps for vision. I mean, and nothing does that. So yeah, man, I just wanted to share my story quickly. I can carry on for another half an hour with stories that's been happening. I have created a couple Telegram channels that's got some of the most cream of the crop testimonies that I've found since I've been in here. And they're just coming in the one after the other. So don't sit on the fence here. That's all I can say. We on something very, very early. The opportunity is massive. And I had this chat with a huge leader that I've been busy with for the last 4 months. He's about to come in next week. I'm so excited. And I told him the reality of LifeWave is so big. You know, it's anyone in sports. It's anyone in health and wellness. It's anyone in beauty. It's literally for absolutely 50% of the people on the planet. And all we got to do is just share it with people. And yeah, that's my little 2 cents there. Thank you so much, Chris.
Oh, thank you, my brother. Thank you. Love you to bits. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you, man.
You're a legend. Thank you. Thank you. And, you know, just echoing on what Wilson said, guys, this is so beautiful because we lead with a product. We lead with a product with LifeWave, and then the business side follows organically the way it's meant to. So absolutely beautiful. Guys, from my side, thank you so much for taking the time out. We'll be here, same link, same time, 8 o'clock tomorrow evening. Invite everybody. Let us serve you. Let us present for you on your behalf. So my side, good night. God bless. Look after yourselves. And if you're in South Africa, stay warm. Love you guys. Night, everybody. Bye.